It gives me great joy, and what a privilege to be chatting to Matt Bird, all the way in the United Kingdom. Matt Bird, the CEO and founder of Relationology. Thank you for your time this morning, and what a great joy to be chatting to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's so good to be back with you and all my friends and listeners at CCFM.
So, Matt, talk to us a bit about Relationology. There are some people who might say, that name rings a bell, and they've maybe heard a little something, but I think the large majority of our audience are unaware of what Relationology is all about.
Yeah. Well, Relationology is about the art and science of relationships. Because years ago, I was invited to speak at a business conference on the subject of networking. Now, I don't know what happens when you hear that word, Jonathan, but my insides cringe and crawl and squirm. So I spoke to the organizer and said, thank you for your kind invitation to speak at the conference. I love speaking, but I hate networking. I find it contrived, disingenuous, manipulative, grubby. I mean, I could go on. So I can't accept your invitation. They were rather disappointed. And I said, but I am passionate about relationships. And I explained why. And they said, well, will you come and speak about business relationships instead? So I agreed, didn't want to become known as the anti-networking guy. So I thought, well, relationship science, because we can all learn to do them better. And they're an art form because they take a lifetime to master. So I was thinking about the art and the science and the study of relationships. And I thought, Relationology. And that's where it began. That's where the name came from,
Fantastic.
about building authentic, long-term, high-trust relationships in business.
It's so important. And I think, again, people that have heard the term of networking and you saying, well, might think like, but Matt, you're missing it. It's all about what I can get out of that network or this network. And that's why I play golf at that particular club, or why I go to those kind of parties.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what epitomizes networking. Networking is about what you get out of people. Relationology is about what you give to people. It's so much better when you go through life giving in all your relationships. And some of those relationships give back, some don't, but you shouldn't not give anyway. And that's the foundation of Relationology. Otherwise, you're left in a world where you only build relationships with people who can do things for you. And that's why I find networking grubby, superficial, self-serving, and all the rest.
Yeah, it's very interesting because earlier this week I was chatting to somebody who has lost literally everything. He is staying in a boarding house. He does not have a job. He is reliant on a small state pension. And I looked at this gentleman and I was chatting to him and trying to see how I could assist him. And I thought, what about those relationships, those business relationships that he should have had? And even if you look at top successful businessmen, once they retire, then all of a sudden the friend circle shrinks dramatically. And it's as if all those businesses, all those relationships that are business related just go down the drain, so to speak.
I mean, it's when things go wrong in our life that we find out what the true relationships are. Because people who only wanted to know us because of what we could do for them disappear pretty quick. But those people who were always for us because they like us, full stop, those people will still be there. But it's amazing how when you step down from a leadership role, how many people disappear from your life. But actually, the people who stick around are the real McCoy, the real relationship.
That's so true. Yeah. There would be some people, though, that would say to you and I, Matt, that, yeah, I'm not so big into relationships. I'm a loner. They use terms like that. Talk to those people.
Yeah, I don't think being a loner is how we've been designed to be. I believe that whatever we believe, we only thrive and we only flourish in relationship with other people. And all the research now points to this as well. If you want to experience well-being, happiness, wellness, even longevity of life, one of the biggest contributing factors is the quality of your relationships. So if you need to be selfish about it, do it for your own well-being, wellness, and longevity of life. But relationships are critically important. People who experience prolonged social isolation actually live unhealthier, and shorter lives.
Well, there you hear it, ladies and gentlemen, from the man who coined the phrase Relationology, Mr. Matt Bird, CEO and founder of Relationology. And what I love about this time of lockdown is it's forced people to say, okay, I can't engage on a one-on-one level personally and, face to face. But thanks to technology, and even the technology we're using today for this interview, we can talk to one another and we can still share and we can still get into one another's spaces.
Yeah. Before the pandemic, all my work was face-to-face and speaking to large audiences. Normally it meant flying to get somewhere as well. So all that is off. So I pivoted my business Relationology right back in April, and I changed it to an online model. So now I run Relationology masterminds where I work with leaders over 100 days to help them define a goal and achieve it. And I work with them as a coach, but I do it as a group, and it's really, really powerful.
So how can somebody get involved with this? Because that's the beauty. You sitting in the UK, I don't have to pay for a massive costing airline ticket to fly to the UK to get the best from Matt Bird and this Relationology mastermind.
Yeah. No, you can just go to my website, relationologyinternational.com, and you can read all about it. You can book a place. You can see when the dates are. And it's incredible. All the people that have done a mastermind now, we've found that people achieve a 91% success rate on their goals, which is quite phenomenal. So if you've got a goal that you'd love to achieve over 100 days, but know you need a bit of help, some fellow running mates and somebody who can coach you like me to achieve it, reach out to me, get in touch, go to relationologyinternational.com, and I would love to tell you more and talk to you about how you could benefit from being in relationships to achieve your goal.
Sure, that is so exciting. Again, that website address is Relationology.
Relationologyinternational.com. If you can't remember that, just go to Instagram and find me, Matt Bird Speaker, @MattBirdSpeaker. I love to connect with new people. So whether you're interested in the mastermind or not, just come and find me on Instagram and let's get connected, @MattBirdSpeaker.
It's been so good chatting to you, and I know that certain people's minds have perhaps shifted, especially for businesses, for, well, any relationship, let's face it. It's so helpful and important. Thank you for chatting to us, Matt.
A pleasure. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I look forward to next time.
Definitely.